Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Tigers ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. The brigade celebrating another first down, and that's really the way Navy's always done it. You can even think back to the great Napoleon McCallum, who ran through defenses at will.
Simple, but so disciplined, right? Like running the option year after year, you got to have discipline. Not surprising, Navy is always good at it because so many young men with such discipline, they can run a system and really just continue to methodically move the ball down the field.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the wildcat. So they come to the line, and the wildcat's going to give them a different look. Found a little room out of the wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. They forced ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the wildcat there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the wildcat. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. And the wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got the back over the middle. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Dropping back, it's Coffee. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Clemson is quick to the line. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, they start the season as the #1 team in the country. You want to talk about having a bullseye on your back from day one.
Yeah, bullseye, but that also means you're really, really talented, and you're thought highly of. So this roster, it doesn't take a backseat to anybody in the country. Starting year #1 is a great thing. That means you got talent, but how do you take this season, and how do you take step one today?
And that's the job of the coaches, I think, is to deliver the message to your team. You've got to prove it. You haven't played anybody yet. You haven't necessarily earned that #1 in front of your name. So here's your opportunity. A lot of fans watching. A lot of people excited to see just how good you really are.
Got his man out of the backfield. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. No huddle here for the offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Flips it out in the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A lot of urgency for this offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out to the back. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. Swings it out to his running back. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Coffee. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. First score of the game goes up. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A 69-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Love. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Poole. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Navy now facing 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to get the corner. Running into the open space. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. That gives him 54 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and flow. Nice job reading the defense.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to run. And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Back to pass, it's Coffee. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Lining up in the wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Sims. Breaks the tackle. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against against that wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. And this wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. They had a fantastic offseason, #1 recruiting class in the country, but with that comes a little pressure. So how much pressure is on this class?
Well, lots of pressure, no question about it, but I think we're in an era of college football where you're seeing more and more true freshmen see the field.
Touchdown, Tigers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And here comes the Navy offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Yeah, how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick, and not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's pulled. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Navy searching for a 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost when you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
The returner is tackled down at the 43, and the Clemson offense will take over 1st and 10.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Sims. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Clemson.
Line is set on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Coffee. Gets it to the back. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Not much to gain on a punt, so here they come on 4th and short from the 50. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Fakes to grab. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Clemson jumps to the line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And the Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. These DBs going to give a little cushion. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Creates a little room. Looking for room at the 40. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, midshipman.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime. Regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And he made the extra point without problem. A little surprised to see them line up for an onside kick here. Down 2 possessions, but a lot of time to play. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A lot of time left to line up for an onside kick. I mean, you're risking giving up really good field position. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the move, it's Sims.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking for a man, it's Coffee. Snagged in the middle, it's Sims. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. To throw on 3rd down. Close to the marker, it's Sims. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressure.
Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
That's caught. It's Hicks. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this 1st half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. Running to Green. Picks up the first down, still moving. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum. And this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Wide open downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Back to throw, it's Coffee. He's got the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sims. Touchdown, Clemson! And the stomping has commenced.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Wisconsin was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Camp Randall. In fact, I think in the end the difference may have been that Badgers crowd who heads for the gates with the win. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Toss to the outside. Creates a little space. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Running back searching for a hole. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Lining up in the wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the wildcat formation pays off. Back has it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They found a little running room out of the wildcat, still short of the 1st down marker. Direct snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got his man on the outside. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Navy quick to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He'll pull it. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Navy! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. He's looking to throw. That ball is intercepted at the goal line.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
33, Navy 16.
That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Now on second down.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Trying play action. Got the big tight end on the corner route. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw. It's Coffee. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Using the quick game. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He's got it on the run. They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On the option. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
And Navy will go back on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Got a little space. Turning it on. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, midshipman.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Troy has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 31 over South Alabama. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, Dave.
Yeah, executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air, it's Coffee. Makes the catch, it's Sims. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Might be looking to run. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
A huge third down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
And is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And here comes the Navy offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Now let's see if they can pull this one out. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo.
Streaks into the open. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Offense in a split backfield. To the air, it's Coffee. Oh, they're after him. He's got an open man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Floating away. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Stepping to the right. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Direct snap. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The midshipman trying to sail way forward on third and half a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Bringing the heat. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Lining up in the wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Here comes the heat. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the wildcat. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 10 over Mississippi State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's in open space downfield. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. Fights off the defender. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
But when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Finds a little space. Gets it past the marker. All kinds of room to the right. The tag! Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one It's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but a nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
That touchdown was huge, but they have to get the 2 here to make it a one-possession game. He's looking to pass. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Navy, 29.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Timeout on the field, and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
Let's go! Let's go!
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. looking for a man. It's Coffee. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.